Look what came in. You guys want me to open your bark box? Yeah? You excited? I'm excited. You guys are sitting pretty close to that bark box. How about you, Daisy? You're just crazy excited. Okay. So for this month of Bark Box, they have the furrows. And basically they have this collar that you can make for your dog. Plus all these cute toys. It's got these stickers that you can decorate with. So we are going to be playing a lot this month. So the first Bark Box product review is the Ferocious Pharaoh. And this is a great toy. Embroidered, short plush, fluff, big squeak. Who's excited? Who's excited? Our next product review for Bark Box is King Nut. You caught a squirrel. Daisy, you want a squirrel? Want a squirrel? Huh? Want this? Go get it. Go get it. My next product review from Bark Box is the PB and Bacon sandwiches, made in the US, all natural. And these, let's see how the doggies like these. Okay, I gotta break it up in 3 pieces so they can share. All right, what do you think? You like it? Looks like you like it. What about you? You like it? Do you like it? They like it. Next product treat review is very interesting because these actually feel like freeze-dried, no, it's not turd. They feel like freeze-dried treats. So chicken dog treats, ruler of the roost. Oh yeah. No. Oh yeah. What about you, Bitsy? Do you like it? Do you like it? Let's see if she likes it. She's very particular. She likes to save her treats. Do you guys see this? Just to make the other dogs mad. She'll just sit here and save them. And then I go and take them. She's like, don't you dare. Don't you dare. She'll eat. And my last product review from Bark Box is the Play-Doh Pet Treats Thinker's Salmon Recipe. So it's a salmon recipe dog treat. It's a stick. I'm obviously gonna just take a little bit and feed it to my doggies because I don't want to overwhelm them with too many treats at once, because then I'm gonna end up with a surprise on the floor that I don't want to clean up. Okay, that one's Bitsy's. No. No. Good girl. Dodo. Like it? You ate it. What about you? Do you like it? She likes it. And Bitsy, I know what you're gonna do. You're just gonna hold on to it and you're gonna sit there and antagonize everybody. Unless you actually really like it and then you chow it down. So she has all the treats right there. See all 3 of them? You are such a stinker. So anywho, look at her. See, she'll just sit there and look at him. Ooh, she gonna go for it? Nope. She's gonna sit there and be a butthead. Oh, she's going for it. She likes the salmon treat. She's eating it. Yep. And now the dogs are gonna go crazy and try and snatch it from her, and she's gonna sit there and growl and be the tough one. Miss Alpha. Anyways, go to barkbox.com if you're interested. I love this company. I love the toys. I love the themes, how creative they get. And they mail these boxes to you every month. So barkbox.com. Daisy is the cutest puppy in town. She's the cutest puppy all around. Her name is Daisy. So Lola and I just went for a walk and it's pretty hot outside, so thanks to the Barking Muse, I'm going to show you guys how this stuff works great for her paws. So it's 100% natural. It's got avocado, aloe, and olive oil in it. So as you can see, I just rub her paws in it. See if I can get these bottom ones done at the same time, huh? Hey, look at that. And so this just cools off her paws, soothes them down. And not only that, but the scent is sweet orange and vanilla. So barkingmuse.com. Thanks, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Itsy Bitsy Pet Show on WCOBM.tv. We are live every first Thursday of the month from 2 to 3 p.m. on WCOBM.tv. And just to let you guys know, this is Daisy. She broke her leg, she's in a cast, so I actually carry her in my puppy pouch everywhere I go, because if I don't, she'll follow me up the stairs, and I don't want her using her paw, so I even have her by my side when I'm on my treadmill, believe it or not. So I thought I would bring her on the show because she's going to be by my side for about 4 to 6 weeks. So without further ado, let's get started with our first product review. Ow! So Daisy, you ready for our first product review? Okay. Have you guys ever thought about going raw with your pet food, with your cat food, your dog food? What do I mean by raw? Like all meat. Have you ever thought about going raw? Well, Vital Essentials has some amazing products. They have pet food, they have pet treats, they have all sorts of stuff that I'm actually going to go over with you guys. Talk about how they are a raw pet food source that you need to think about. You know why? Because they're freeze-dried. And what's really cool about freeze-dried pet food is that you actually can add water, add hot water, wait a couple minutes, and it turns moist, just like real, well, it is real meat, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. So this is actually dog food. This is the beef mini patties. I fed this to my babies last night. They love these. And it's so cool how this, it's a hamburger patty. That's what it is. And so carefully made, single sourced, whole animal protein without cooking, over processing, sourced, made, and packaged in the USA. Go to vitalessentialsraw.com. You can give them a call, 800-743-0322. And so it's instinctively healthy, it's purely raw, it's crafted for your pet's natural instincts, meat cravings to provide essential raw nutrients that promote vitality and enhance overall health and wellness. So the Alpha Prey model diet recognizes that dogs are natural carnivores. They instinctively thrive on essential nutrients from the whole animal, raw meat, bones, and whole vital organs. So this diet promotes vitality and supports overall health and wellness for all breeds and ages. So, you know, more things you should think about a raw diet. Have you ever taken just regular dog food and looked at the ingredients? I want you to do that, not right now, but actually after this review. Take a look at the ingredients, because the good thing about this, it retains all of the active nutritional elements that allows the food to be safely and conventionally stored without refrigeration. That's why they freeze-dried it, which is so cool. And so they start with high quality raw USDA meats, bones, and whole organs. They never use grains, preservatives, coloring, or rendered byproducts ever. And so they do a 48 slow freeze drying process, 48-hour slow freeze drying process, and locks in vital nutrients without cooking the raw meat. So fresh, life-sustaining nutrients, are not lost during this process. Obviously, I can't talk right now. VE, freeze-dried foods, needs no refrigeration and is ideal for traveling, training, snacking, and everyday meals. So the one great thing that I love about this is they love the types of meats they put in their food. So it's obviously, they also have here turkey mini patties, and they have the duck entree for cats, so they have food for cats too. So again, VE, highest quality guaranteed. Single source protein, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, USDA and GFSI certified, and FSSC, USA sourced, made, and packaged, supports the Alpha Prey model diet, like I was talking about, and no added hormones, antibiotics, fillers, artificial preservatives, flavorings, or colorings. Gluten-free, grain-free, guilt-free. So the feeding instructions is that they can be fed as is or rehydrated with warm water. So after adding water, let sit for a few minutes and then serve. So how to incorporate a raw diet into your pet's food program, okay? I like how here it has, let me put one of these down. It shows you right here, you guys can see this, okay? So it tells you on day 1 to day 3 is 25%, and then day 4 to day 5, can you read this? Well, anyways, I'll read it for you. So day 1 to day 3 is 25% of this in their food. Day 4 to day 6, 50%. Day 7 to day 9 is 75%, and day 10 is 100%. So again, humanely harvested, sustainable practices, free-run meat, and farm-raised, and it's for all breeds and life stages for their cats and their dogs. And I want to tell you guys something that's really, really fun is that if you join their pack today, and they will send you a free treat if you sign up. So you get a free treat for your pet's birthday if you sign up. Go to vitalessentialsraw.com. And if you want any brochures or anything like that, they have that. And another cool thing is they love their customers. So what better yet is on the back of their brochures, they have these stories about their pets, their customers. And if you're interested in trying their products and then taking a picture of your pet, sharing it with them, you go to vitalessentialsraw.com/testimonials, and they will feature maybe your story on one of their brochures, which, you know, I'm going to do that. So that is so cool. So again, they have all sorts of stuff, as you can see, for cats, for dogs. They have treats, they have food, and it's all freeze-dried. All sorts of different. They have duck, they have, and also they have, go to their website. I want to tell you guys that they have all sorts of really, really cool things on their website. So they carry raw bars, which are like energy bars, I guess. They also have Vital Essential frozen entrees with benefits, which is so cool. They have frozen products. They have frozen entrees for cats and dogs. And they have t-shirts too, so they have swag. Ow. VitalEssentialsRaw.com, thank you so much. Actually, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So if you're watching or if you're following the Itsy Bitsy Show on IG, and you like to watch Daisy doing her thing with her cast, you want to show me your cast? No? Oh, anyways, I might be giving you a Vital Essentials treat. So stay tuned, thanks for watching, and let's get to our next product review. So we all like to keep our puppies and our kitties clean, right? But when it comes to shampoo and conditioner, you definitely want to make sure you take a look at the ingredients, because sometimes during the allergy season or sensitive skin, dogs and cats have issues using the wrong kinds of products. So you want to definitely be their advocate. You want to definitely make sure you take a look at their coat if there's any kind of dry skin, white flaky, anything that looks like even maybe losing hair, scratching a lot. Those are things you really want to pay attention to when you're using a new shampoo or conditioner. But the Barking Muse, they have this moisturizing and conditioning pet cleanser, Sweet Orange Vanilla. So it has coconut, aloe, and aloe vera, restores dry and brittle coat, and made with natural ingredients. So that, to me, I actually love when it says natural, but I want to read it to make sure. It's got plant and coconut derived cleansers, so like aloe, organic rosehip seed oil, organic olive oil, coconut oil, jojoba oil, rosemary, dandelion. Wow, it's got some really cool stuff in here. So yeah, this is organic, natural, cruelty-free, made in the USA, barkingmuse.com. You can also follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So no soap, no parabens, no sulfates, no artificial fragrances or dyes. No, it is biodegradable and it's recyclable. So pH balanced for all ages and breeds. Organic aloe to eliminate itching and dryness. Organic coconut to moisturize and protect. Jojoba to strengthen and fortify. Olive oil to soothe and nourish. And vitamin E to restore damaged hair follicles. Not only that, but here in Vegas, it gets very hot. And even at nighttime, the concrete can get extremely hot and the temperatures can actually burn your pet's paws. So it's really important to make sure that you either have shoes or you walk them early in the morning, because of the fact that it can actually hurt them, and we don't want to hurt our pets. Especially when you're walking them, you're trying to get exercise, you're both trying to enjoy yourselves. And I've seen some times where some pets are like trying to get off the concrete because it's burning their paws. I thought to myself, is there a company out there that can help with that? Well, of course, there's several different companies. You know, there's shoes, but one of the things that I always like to put not only on their paws, but on their nose. Because anyone out there has any bull terriers, French bulldogs, bulldogs in general, any bullies, you know that their nose has to be greased at all times. And that's for general for any cats or dogs that go outside, or even indoors because they're laying by the window, they love their sunlight. What animal doesn't love to sunbathe? So anyways, this is the paw and nose balm, 100% natural ingredients. This is Sweet Orange Vanilla also, which I'll go ahead and smell. And it looks like lip, you know, just like lip balm. And I'm sure if not only the pet can use it, here, let's test it right now. Let's try it on the puppy. What do you say? Whoop. Don't want to step on the product. Here, Daisy, let's show 'em. Do you like this? Do you like that? So I don't know if she can lick it off, but she's definitely like, what did you put on my nose, Mama? So this 100% natural ingredients. It's made out of coconut oil, beeswax, sweet almond oil, avocado oil, vitamin E, olive oil, orange peel extract, vanilla, essential oil. Go to the barkingmuse.com. This is sold in the USA, and it's natural, cruelty-free. And again, you can follow them on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. barkingmuse.com. Can you guys see this? Look at the guns. Oh, I'm just kidding. This is so cool. This is so important, you guys. I would definitely recommend getting some of this. putting it on your dog's nose, on their paws, before you take them for a walk, all that good stuff. So thank you to the companies who are sponsoring the Itsy Bitsy Pet Show. And just to let you guys know, I actually painted these. And if you're interested, let me know. I love painting. I'm going to be selling these soon. And I custom made the frame as well. So that's kind of a side hobby of mine. But anywho, hope you guys have a terrific day. Do you want to show them your cast? No? It's purple. I'm going to have people sign it on Saturday. Okay, she's a little camera shy. All right, guys, have a great day and enjoy the rest of the show. I know it's going to stop. Okay, I'll just press it here. How are you all doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. A furry fantastic Friday, that is. And thanks so much for joining the Itsy Bitsy Pet Show. Yay! A round of applause. Okay. So anywho, what are you guys up to today? Thank you so much for joining us. If you're new, welcome to the show. If you're returning, thanks for hanging out with us. We are live every second Friday of the month. And actually starting in July, we're going to be every second Thursday of the month from 2 to 3 p.m. So hey everyone on Facebook Live. Hey Michael Goddard, how you doing? Hey Julio, hey Danielle, hey Anthony. Hey everybody, how you doing? Give a thumbs up if you're having a good day, if you like what you're seeing. We're going to be talking all about Mooch's Munchies. And this is an amazing company. And if you want to know why, because not only can your pet enjoy these gluten-free treats, but you can too. And we're going to do that on the show. That's right. But before we do, we're going to bring on one of the owners of Mooch's Munchies, and that's Carrie Jones.
Hi everybody. My name is Casey.
Casey
Jones.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
that's fine. And no, my parents didn't listen to the Grateful Dead. I always gotta tell people that because they always ask. So I'm actually one of the founders of Mooch's Munchies, and for those of you who haven't had a chance to actually see our product, we have a shop and a bakery here in town where we hand cut and create gluten-free, real food, everyday dog cookies. The better way to treat your pet.
Which is amazing. Because first off, the story of how you guys created it, I love it. But I just love, you know, your happiness, your enthusiasm, your spirit. When you meet him, we met at Paws on the Patio in Tivoli Village. And I was just delighted by his energy. You know, when you meet business owners and they're kind of like, okay, can I answer any of your questions? Buy some of my products. He was just like, what's going on, everybody? Come hang out with me. Let's talk. What's going on? And just the delight of that, and then meeting his wife. And your wife is kind of the cook. She is the genius behind all of these great recipes. And I got to talk to her at First Friday. And you guys are just amazing when it comes to working with people, when it comes to working with the community, getting out there, getting the word out about your business. I love that.
Well, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
The real key to it, I think, with anything is if you're doing something you really love. But the bottom line about what we're trying to do is to be a part of the story of other people's lives, and especially their lives with their dogs. The whole idea behind making a gluten-free treat was to make something that the dog could actually process better, would actually be good for them, something that they would actually enjoy having, that we could feel good about giving them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now let's talk a little bit about nutrition, because you guys saw I kind of did some reviews on some certain companies. When it comes to nutrition, it's really important to be the advocate of your animal. When you want to know if they have any allergies, if they have any food sensitivities, it's up to you to make that decision. It's solely up to you to make that responsible choice. And furthermore, it's really good to not only talk to your vet, but kind of talk to anyone else out there that has the same breed animal that you do, to kind of see what's going on, if there's anything you should keep an eye out for. And why I mean that is because, well, you know, Boston Terriers or flat-nosed puppies that have a hard time breathing during the seasons, it kind of can change one way or another, whether it's seasonal allergies, or maybe they got into a specific dog food they're not liking so much. Maybe they enjoy it by eating it, but you can tell by their breathing or certain things that they're just not themselves. They kind of look like they're sick. You know, for instance, my Bitsy here, which she kind of needs to be in the screen. She kind of has a breathing problem. Okay, I'll hold you. But, she can grunt, and she actually snores really loud. And I know for a fact that when I feed her, like, kibbles and bits, I hate to name drop, but she has a really, really hard time breathing, just in general. And so it's up to me to make that important decision and be responsible for her health, because I want her to live a long, healthy life, have a good quality of life. And so that's why with Mooch's Munchies, you guys should think about actually maybe retrying some things in your pet's lifestyle and in their diet as well.
Well, and it also goes along to say that, as we change our own lifestyle, I mean, you're obviously very much into physical fitness and into health. As well as I do, that it's not big radical changes that make a big difference. It's small changes where you create better habits.
Right.
And along what was just being talked about, you really need to pay attention to what your dog is telling you when they eat something. They might react to it by licking their paws more or scratching their face. That could be indicative of an allergy or a sensitivity. So the real goal was to try to take back a few steps and say, where can we go back to the basics with our ingredients?
Right.
And find things that actually dogs will enjoy and that they can have.
And Moochie's Munchies is a new business.
Yes, we actually just had our 1-year anniversary on.
Congratulations!
Thank you, on April, our shop.
Round of applause, seal of approval.
And we're located right off of the 95 North and South Rainbow Boulevard, and West Cliff is the cross street, right on the edge of Summerlin. And we invite people, bring your dog in and let them try stuff right from the bakery. Find out what they love. We want them to come back. We want to be a part of your story. We want you to be a part of ours.
Casey, I want to go further into your story.
Yeah.
So you and your wife Kelly were kind of taking an adventure, taking a road trip, trying out new places, just thought you'd get away for a vacation. I love this story. Go ahead and tell them how Mooch's Munchies came to fruition.
The idea came on the week of my 40th birthday. We were blessed by a couple of our friends to stay in Cayucas, a coastal beach town in Central California.
Which I'm actually born and raised.
Yes, and this was another connecting point that we had, which was really fun when we first met because of the area code on your phone number.
805.
805.
Ooh, yeah.
So we were in Cayucas, just enjoying the ocean, enjoying this one main street town, and there was a place there called the Brown Butter Cookie Company. It was this real famous place where people would come and buy cookies. They were not cheap, but they were really high quality and had a big long line out the door. And my wife Kelly had this idea. She says, wouldn't it be fun to have a store right across the street from the Brown Butter Cookie Company that made stuff for dogs? And because the town is really dog friendly, there's water bowls everywhere, but there's no stores or anything for dogs.
It's a real beachy town,
Yes.
super small, tons of antique stores, fish and chip joints.
Yes.
Perfect to be at 5 o'clock, watch the sunset. And Cayucas is perfect for the 4th of July.
Oh, yes.
I mean, that is probably the #1 place you'd want to be, because the entire family goes there. And actually, I think like over 300,000 people show up to this tiny little beach town.
Yep.
The beach shanty is my favorite place for breakfast. My grandparents have a house there. But if any of you guys have been to the Central Coast, give me a thumbs up and a like. So if you guys have ever been to Cayucas, if you know what we're talking about, there is something to be said about the beach. And Casey and I had a conversation before the show about how meditating and calming the ocean is. And I can feel like you taking a deep, soothing breath, like, yes, I imagine it right now. Like, tell me your thoughts about when you step on the ocean and when you're able to take a walk on the beach, what that's like for you and for you and Kelly.
It's like an instant drop in blood pressure. And all the things that are clouding your judgment all of a sudden come into focus. And it really, honestly, that is probably how the idea of Mooch's Munchies came so clearly and so easily.
I love that.
You're in a relaxed place. You're in a place where there's a lot of fun and people. There's a lot of joy around you. That energy, and plus being grounded, touching the earth. Stuff that we just don't do as much in our society anymore.
Especially here in Vegas.
Oh, yes.
It's kind of like the concrete jungle.
Yes.
And it's really, really hard to find those down-to-earth, grounded people that don't have like a million tons of things coming at you all at once, because it's very funny to say, but Vegas is an extreme energetic kind of place where, you know, your frequencies, if you guys, I don't want to go all up on hippie land with you, but the frequencies up here are like way up here. I mean, you got your nightclubs, you got all this stuff going on, you can do anything 24/7, it's at you all the time, in your face. But then you go to another level where people go to bed, everything closes at 9, it's family oriented, populations aren't big, nobody gambles, very small town. Has anybody been to a small town and then moved to a big city, and you know what I'm talking about, where you have to kind of rebalance and retrain your life? And on top of that, the weather, when you're not used to being in a place that's, you have to stay indoors all the time.
Extremes in energy and extremes in weather. Yeah.
And so the two is very hard to find a balance. And the one thing that I have found on the Central Coast, I catch up on my sleep. There's something to be said about smelling the ocean, hearing it, going and stepping your feet on the sand. Give me a thumbs up or a likes if you guys agree with me, because there's something to be said about when you own your own business and you have lots of responsibilities, you have lots of things that you have to take care of on a day-to-day constant basis, to be able to go somewhere and actually like look forward to doing nothing and turning things off for a second. I swear to you, anybody would give $1 million for that. And that's why the Central Coast is so expensive, because it's like there's so many people that want that tranquility in their life. They want that quality of life, but it does get a little boring. And I will say it does get stagnant. So coming back to Vegas, being appreciative of all that's there to offer, and then being able to go back to the Central Coast and say, wow, like, there's so much to be grateful for, but at the same time, it's beautiful where I'm at. Yeah. It's so hard. It's like, damn it, Mr. Wind, can you please build a beach for us here? Yeah. Like, please build an Embarcadero or somewhere where, you know, we were discussing it's 7 o'clock, you're done with your day, you know, you're ready to relax, you got your fur babies with you, and it's great to be able to go somewhere and ground, you know, take your shoes off. So Barks Parks.
Yes.
Now, people, we have an alternative option for you. So just in case you're like, yeah, Michelle, I know what you mean. Like, I am tired of just not being able to go out in nature. I want to be able to feel good with my puppy or my cat or whoever. They have a Barks Parks that I can't wait for you to tell me more about.
Well, now,
and tell them.
Now, Barks Parks, I'm going to, Jen Freed, I hope you're watching this. So, Jen Freed is the owner and creative manager behind Barks Parks, BARXPARX. Look it up on Facebook. They are opening up a indoor climate-controlled dog park with craft beer. Wash stations for you to be able to wash your dog there at the facility.
And have a beer.
Yes, in Henderson. So
that is so cool.
Yes, and so watch real closely for that. They are really taking off, and they're going to be featuring our products in their retail space.
Yeah,
as well. So we're excited.
Congratulations. Yeah. That is so cool. And you have also other products that you carry in your store.
We do. Things that range from everything from toys to bandanas. We work with a rescue in town called a Paws on My Way Home Rescue. And we make bandanas to sell, and $1 of each of those sales go to support the rescue as well. The rescue is actually where we got our dog Mooch, who's the face of the business. And he's our black and tan Doxy. I'd have him here with me, but he's a better guard than a greeter, so he'd be barking at everybody.
Those Dachshunds, you know.
Yes.
Let's talk about your passion for animals and where that came from to create Mooch's Munchies.
Well, the passion really came from taking care of our own. Mm-hmm. And then as we started learning things about our own diets and making changes for ourselves and finding out the special needs that some of our fur babies had. See, our dogs are basically our children. We don't have kids.
Yep, same here.
And the society seems to be moving a lot toward that. There's more and more people that have dogs instead of kids.
Yep.
And so,
which by no means, if you have kids,
they're just animals of a different stripe.
I know, exactly.
You know, you're just animals of a different stripe.
But I definitely have been seeing a lot of people come together and actually have almost like a community following for people who Their fur babies are their children, and it means the world to us to be able to kind of come together and have that common ground of how much everyone really loves their animals.
Well, you think about, there's a lot of things that are going on in our country that are very divisive, but one thing that we can all seem to come to agree on is how much we love our dogs.
That's true.
If they're a part of our lives, they're a part of our families. And let's be real about it. You know, they already have short lifespans as it is.
Yep.
So if we can find ways to give them healthier things that will keep them around longer and give them a better quality of life, then we get to love them longer. That's a win-win.
Yep. So I have here Itsy Bitsy, and she wants to thank everybody who's watching on Facebook Live. Give a thumbs up if you're enjoying the show, enjoying what you're listening to. We're talking all about Mooch's Munchies and the story behind their success, and they are a new company here in Las Vegas. Summerlin. Do people kind of call Summerlin Las Vegas same?
Yeah. It's not like Henderson. It's its own. Yeah.
But I want to ask you guys a question. Bitsy wanted me to ask you guys, or else she'd just be snorting in the microphone a lot. But what do you love the most about your dog or your cat? What do you love the most about your animal? What happiness do they bring you? And I think that's kind of the question of the week that you really have to ask yourself. Because, well, for me, Bitsy's 11, and she is a tiny toy poodle, but she's the runt of the litter. So she has a lot of special qualities about her that I kind of have to be aware of. And one of those is her food allergies. So when I bought her as a puppy, I had to make her food. She came in like an iron or a metal incubator on wheels. It was the cutest thing ever. And so yeah, those are just some of the things. I don't know how long she's gonna live, but if I can try and have a long, healthy quality of life, happy for her, then I'm gonna do my best. And I think that's what everyone who has a dog or an animal of some sort is that's what they want. They want their animal to have the best quality of life. So again, Mooch's Munchies, you guys can go check them out. But I want you guys to know that not only do they have treats for the pets, but they have treats for humans too. So you have here.
Well, full disclaimer.
I'm hungry.
Full disclaimer.
I'm hungry.
So our treats are made out of human food. We don't make them specifically for humans.
So humans can eat
They can,
them.
and we love doing. This is one of my favorite things to do. So these are our cheese trainers, and the cheese trainers are made with Parmesan cheese and non-fat Greek organic yogurt.
Okay.
I am going to open this bag, and whenever we do events, I love to taste test these with people. So,
would you try a dog treat if it was made with people food? Would you try it? Let's see.
you can taste the cheese in it right away. It's got a light little crisp to it.
It tastes like a Cheez-It.
Basically. And
a little tiny Cheez-It.
I keep a bag of these behind the counter at the shop for myself. And we always joke with people and say they also make a good floater on tomato soup or as a crouton in salad.
That is actually I keep a bag of these in my purse and be like, here you go, a couple for you, a couple for me. No, I'm okay.
Okay.
But another thing I want to talk about is this is not your full-time job.
No, it is not.
And you work your tail off.
I could not do this without my wife, Kelly.
Yeah.
She's the one that makes a lot of this flow. I'm also a telecommunications engineer. Thankfully, I work remotely for a major telecom company, so I have the ability to sort of juggle both.
Yes, which you work very, very hard. Tell me how you balance both of them. When, we were talking about walking on the beach, taking time for yourself to kind of...
I'm trying to come up with a good answer on the whole balance thing, because I always feel like instead of balancing, I feel like I do this a lot, and then the pendulum swings in the opposite direction, and I'm giving a lot of myself to two different endeavors.
Which I see a lot of people doing. They have their full-time job, and then they have their passion.
Yes.
And the goal is to somehow take the passion and make the pendulum way out where you can let go of the regular job. Which is hard because, when you got a good job, you've been there a long time, this is what you're used to.
You got great teammates, and you work with, work with good people. Those all make a big difference. Eventually, the idea
I can see you reaching for another one.
I know.
I saw you reaching.
I'm just gonna do it. They're just a light little crunch, crunch. Anyway,
just can't have one.
No, exactly right. We can't use that tagline. Somebody's already using it. No. We'll just stick with the better way to treat your dog.
There you go.
And we'll do that. Huh.
But again, it's like, you and Kelly are such a good team. And congratulations, you guys just hired your first employee.
Yeah, we're in the process of it.
Yes.
So it's not finalized yet, but we really needed to have another person to come in and help run some interference, because it's more important for us to get out and get to other companies to tell them about what we're doing.
Yep. Well, while you have your employee running the shop, you guys are able to go to other meetings or go on a TV show or whatever events.
The hardest part about having a business, and I'm sure you could probably agree with this, is that you tend to get anchored in it.
Yes.
And you can't promote your business if you're stuck in your store.
That's very true.
You just can't.
You got to be able to have the flexibility to go off and do other things in order for the business to grow.
Right. And so then finding somebody is also a challenge. You have to find people who are as passionate about what you're doing as you are.
Absolutely.
And so we've been very fortunate in that regard.
That's good.
Yes.
And so you guys can follow them on Facebook, Instagram. Yep. Now, can people order these online?
You can at www.moochesmunchies.com.
And that's MOOCHS.
MUNCHIES.com.
Hey, because we like you.
I love it.
That's right.
And we actually do ship too. We have a following in 19 states and growing.
That's so cool.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yay.
So again, I want to go over all of these different treats and their ingredients.
Okay.
And what I even like about this, people, is they have the nutritional facts on the back. So if you have a specific food program, let's say your dog's diabetic, maybe he needs to lose a couple pounds, it is very important for you to kind of make sure you're giving them exactly what they need and not just throwing something in the bowl. And that's why this has exactly what the information you want, which is very cool. So we'll start off first with the Muddy Bones.
The Muddy Bones. We actually have two different types of treats, Muddy Bones and Muddy Paws, that are both a peanut butter treat. We actually use PB Fit peanut butter powder for our peanut butter.
Nice.
A lot of people buy it for their smoothies. And the reason we use it is because it's organic. It's also got 90%
I'm like,
less
I had that
fat
just
and
a
sugar.
couple hours ago.
Yeah, right?
How did he know?
And then we use toasted carob to give the taste of cocoa without the chocolate, because it doesn't have, carob doesn't have the theobromine in it that that chocolate does.
Organic honey.
Correct.
Non-fat yogurt.
Yep.
So I love this. 2.5% minimum fat. It's got 1.5% fiber. It even says the moisture and the ash.
Correct.
Tell me about that.
Well, the ash content, as I understand it from the lab, is they actually put it under fire and see how much ash it creates.
Really?
So I never truly understood why that was important.
I've never ever heard of that in the nutrition labels, because I'm looking protein, okay, fat, fiber, moisture.
Yeah, now the moisture content, if you think about this from a nutrition perspective, dogs, cats, they need moisture-rich diets.
Especially more cats than dogs.
Correct, because cats are terrible at hydrating themselves.
Did you
compared
guys
to
know
dogs.
that?
Yeah, they tend to be on the worst side of the spectrum for that.
So cats need moisture in their food.
Yes, they do. And,
Did any of you guys ever know that cats need more moisture in their food than dogs, and actually cats need more water than dogs?
Yeah, well, maybe not. They get
just
more
don't
of their
drink
water from
as
the
much
food.
water.
Yeah, they tend to be bad at it. So.
Did any of you guys know that? I didn't know that. So again, moving along, we have the banana trainers.
Yes. Now we have a series of treats that are what we call trainers that are basically just like the cheese trainers. They're about the size of a garbanzo bean.
Okay. And they hand cut all of this, by the way.
They're
so
all hand cut.
You look at these, and they're tiny little squares, itty bitties. They hand cut this. I mean, talk about passion. This is love.
Now the banana trainers, we use very ripe organic banana for that ingredient. And the first time that Kelly made them, I wanted to pour them into a bowl and pour milk over them, just eat them like cereal. They were so good.
So I see brown rice, flour, potato starch.
Yep, and that's from, those ingredients are from the flour that we use. We use Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1 gluten-free baking flour.
Yep. Organic eggs.
Yes.
I love that. Hi, Kelly, by the way.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi. Now, you guys both come from TV production. Tell me about your backgrounds a little bit.
So Kelly has a degree in television, drama, and film, and she used to work. When I met her, she was working at Universal Studios, actually.
That's so cool.
My background is a little different. I was a professional film and theater actor from the age of 4 till I was 18. I know. Actor, drama, acting, drama. But and after I turned 18, I joined the military, and I was in the Navy for almost 10
Good for
years.
you.
Yeah. So this was not something I ever expected to be doing.
Really?
Yes. It just sort of found us.
But being in the Navy or this?
Well, this the Navy I never expected either, but this has just become such a part of my blood now. I can't imagine doing anything else.
Which of these do your dogs, and especially Mooch, likes the most?
Oh boy.
I know, right? That's a trick question. It's like, well, what day of the week is it?
You know, Mooch actually, as our quality control engineer, he's not very picky. His favorite is probably the pumpkins. These are actually the pumpkin balls, but we have bone-shaped ones as well, and then we also have trainers with the pumpkin, and we use Libby's canned pumpkin for those. Just real pumpkin, not the pumpkin pie filling.
No.
It doesn't have any of the spice in it, but it's really good for dogs' tummies.
Right.
And Mooch really seems to go after those with a
So-
special energy.
Oh, yeah, he's excited. He's like, I'm going. I'm gone. It's good. Peanut butter and banana bones. I mean, this just gets better and better and better.
Yeah. Now the peanut butter banana bones, we use the same PB Fit peanut butter powder and very ripe organic banana. We married the two ingredients to give the best of both, and dogs go nuts for them.
I love it.
Yeah.
So you are at Tivoli Village
On Saturdays.
on Saturdays.
We'll
and
be there
you're
tomorrow.
Okay, from what time?
Let's see, 9 to 3.
Okay. So you guys can just bring your doggies with you and enjoy the day, and it's, wake up early.
Yeah.
Make sure you beat the heat.
Yes.
And if you have any questions, Casey's here to help you
Yes.
in any
absolutely.
way. So, and I love his enthusiasm. You can't, miss him. He's got so much energy. What a salesperson, Like, you really, really have a good pitch. Very good pitch. But I think it's more your passion. And
That's
the
most
drama.
important thing.
And
Yeah.
the drama.
And the drama, yes.
That comes with it. Yes. And also you're at the Silverton.
Yes, we are
Farmers
on Sundays.
Market.
On Sundays.
From what time?
That's also from 9 to 3.
Okay. Awesome.
But it gets very hot there very early.
Yeah, not a lot of shade.
No, and the area where the Silverton is, it's a beautiful venue,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to remember the fake grass they have out there actually gets hotter than the concrete. So if you're going to bring your dogs with you, make sure they've got some kind of protection on their feet.
Remember that. So I tried the shoes thing. The dogs didn't like the shoes.
No, it's funny to watch them walk in them though.
It's like torture.
Ah!
I do like how they have baby strollers for dogs.
Yes.
I mean, that just I have one.
Yep, and
Yeah.
I've seen people carrying slings and backpacks.
I have
and-
one.
Yep.
What can I say? I love my babies. I love my babies. I love my babies so much that I do want to give a shout out. Poor Daisy, my min pin broke her leg, and so I do want to give a shout out to the Animal Emergency Hospital. Dr. Dover took great care of her. I actually have a picture of her in her little cast, and I kind of wanted to throw that up to show you guys because they did such a good job in taking care of her and wrapping her leg and everything, but also the veterinarians at the Veterinarian Emergency and Critical Care. They are super, super awesome. I love them so much. See her little wrapped. See, she was trying to get over the fence. Any of you guys who have a puppy with separation anxiety who will climb over anything to get to you, put them in a crate. Just because I'm telling you, it was like over $3,000.
Wow.
They wanted to put pins and, get insurance first off. We're going to talk about pet insurance. But yeah, it was $1,100 at the emergency hospital, and then had to take them to the vet to get a note to go to the specialist. And that was $150. Not like, you need to know, but I'm just saying. And then the specialist, the surgery was like over $3,500. So it's like, ouch. So anyways, just in case you guys need to know, get pet insurance. It really, really pays off. You pay like $50 a month. Anything happens, it's covered. I don't think it covers for teeth cleaning, but anywho, just wanted to name drop a little bit there. So carrying on, they have pumpkin, peanut butter, banana, muddy bones. They got the cheese nibs that Casey can't stop eating.
Oh, love these things. And
peas
peas and thank yous.
peas and
So
I love the names.
Yeah, the peas and thank you is something that I would have never expected this one to take off the way it did, but the dogs really love this, and it's made with the same gluten-free flour, but we use organic split pea, which is a great pea protein is great for dogs.
Yes, it is.
And then parsley for their breath, and the
That's
same,
so cool.
yes, and the same non-fat Greek yogurt, so it's good for their tummies. So if you have a dog with breath that could peel paint, this will help that a little bit.
Yes, I have to say that this is TMI.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
Bitsy likes to eat her poop.
Oh no.
Do you guys have a dog that you'll find and she just kind of... Yeah, I'm sorry, but talk about bad breath. This one does not lick my face. And if so, I'm going to have the P's and thank yous just for her. I love you, Bits. She's like, thanks a lot, Mom.
Thanks for embarrassing me on
Well, she eats poop. I mean, it's just embarrassing.
Wow.
My kid eats her poop. It's like a recycling machine. I never have to pick up. It just goes in and out and in and out, and it's... Are you guys having fun watching us on Facebook Live? I hope you are. If you are, please give us a like, share this with your friends, let them know this is every second Thursday of a month from 2 to 3 p.m. And if you like Mooch's Munchies, check them out on Instagram, Facebook, or better yet, just go to moochesmunchies.com. They are also at the Silverton on Sundays. They are at Tivoli Village on Saturdays. I should have said that the other way around.
It's okay.
But Casey and Kelly, what a great stories. I mean, they go to the Central Coast, they're hanging out, they see this great, beautiful little beach town that they fall in love with, and what better yet is just the tranquility of a small town can actually bring big results. And that's one of the things I want to tell you guys, is that if you're stressed out a little bit, go out for a mini vacation, take a day to just get out, get away, do something for yourself, to breathe,
Yes.
to relax, and definitely take your fur baby with you. It's one of the best things I always love is taking my dog with me on a trip that, you know, like a long drive I can enjoy, have some Mooch's Munchies on the way, we both can eat them, stuff like that, you know? It's all good stuff. But if there's anything else that you would like to talk about, I would like to bring up some more nutritional facts for if anybody out there has ever thought about owning a dog or a cat, which they're coming out with cat food soon. But anybody who would be interested in adopting or buying a dog, and there's some things that they need to know about their diet. One of the things I would definitely say is never feed your dog people food.
Most people foods are not designed for a dog's gut. Agreed.
Yep.
And one of the reasons we went with gluten-free flour is because, think of it this way, dog's gut is even shorter than ours.
Yep.
So they really have a difficult time processing, actually they don't, process the wheat gluten that we already have a hard time with.
And it's funny because I want to give you guys a little bit of an assignment, not a weekly assignment. It's like a monthly assignment. But go and I know, right? You're like, oh God, I can't take any more tests. No more work. But go and see the ingredients of your dog food. Actually look on the back, or cat food, look on the back and see the ingredients and see if it's some things that you don't know what they are. Maybe you can't even pronounce them. And think about if you were to eat that stuff, maybe what those possibilities could do for your gut that maybe it's in return doing to your pets. You know, it's all about quality of life. We're not sitting here and saying throw away everything and go buy a nutritionist and hire a personal trainer for your dog. We're not saying that. We're just saying be aware. Be a little more of an advocate for your animal. Just be more cautious is all we're saying. And if anything, think about how you would feed your animal something that you would eat. Now, necessarily, you're not going to go feed your dog pizza or donuts, even though that may sound good to you. But just kind of think about, in return, the digestive issues that when you put in certain foods, that what that does to you, what in return might that happen to your animal, but twice as fast.
Well, just think about the fact
Because their
that
digestive tract is
right, and think that dogs by themselves don't always make the best culinary decisions for themselves.
They're like, oh yeah, I'm going for that.
They'll go right for it.
Right.
And so being a voice for the voiceless, but also being an educated voice for
Right.
them.
Absolutely.
And as you learn about things that are better for you, learn about things that are better for them. We see so many more cancers and things in dogs that we didn't see when I was a kid even.
That's true.
And
do you think it has to do with the food?
I do. I think it has to do with the ingredients and things that we're putting into ourselves.
I think it's just a lot of cheap ingredients. You can buy dog food at the dollar store.
You can.
And it just scares me to think like we're putting this in ourselves, giving our dogs the same that a lot of people are like, man, it's dog food. Dog food's dog food. What's it going to do for the dog? Well, in return, it probably won't live as long as it could.
Yeah.
But again, I think it's just being an advocate for the voiceless.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, another part to that too, and I hate to plug something else, but this is something that's worth seeing. If you get a chance, go out to Hulu or to YouTube and look up the movie Pet Fooled, Fooled. It's about the pet food industry.
There was a guy, Alan, who mentioned veterinarian
Dr. Karen Becker.
Yeah,
and
who,
she's prominently featured in that movie. And if you really want to open your eyes to what is being put into pet foods and treats, this would be a great movie. Spend an evening, make sure you get a glass of wine or something, and make sure you're sitting down, because some of the things you'll see in that will just really make you go, wow.
And it's called, again?
Pet Fooled. Pet
Fooled.
Fooled.
Very cool. How long is the film?
I'm not sure. I want to say it's about an hour and 20 minutes.
So you got to have some time.
Documentary.
Take your time and watch it. But again, thanks so much, you guys, for hanging out with us today. And Casey, thanks for coming and joining the show.
Thank you so much for having me here.
He was here on time. He was well beyond on time, and he was ready to go. And so I'm so glad that he could bring the Mooches Munchies. Kelly, I hope you can show up next time. I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, see, Kelly, she wants you here more than she wants me here. I know.
Well, I like both of you guys. You guys are both the theater drama people.
Yes.
She's the director. You're the actor.
That's right.
Ow.
That's right.
So anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. And Bitsy wants to say thank you so much for joining the Itsy Bitsy Pet Show. And please give a like on Facebook Live. Thank you so much, everybody who's been joining us today. Happy Friday. And it just makes me feel so good to look at the screen and see everybody who is just joining us. So much fun. So what does your pet bring to you? What kind of happiness do you get from your pet? Ultimately, it's all about happiness and feeling like unconditional love fully. So thanks again for joining, and like us on Itsy Bitsy Pet Show, and we're on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll see you guys next Thursday. It's the second Thursday of the month from 2 to 3 p.m. starting in July. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Have a terrific weekend.
What's your motto?
The better way to treat your pet.
That's
Mooches
right.
Munchies.
All right.
See you later.
Bye.